They'll be calling you a radical. I'll shoot 2 of these because we have wind. My other camera, I like the way it zooms in and out. But I'm talking about the Western Initiative nuclear. I was trying to shoot it over their capital. There's so much noise, so much construction going on over there. They're trying to rewrite history. They're trying to, you know, tear down the Mormon Battalion just like they did at Old Town in San Diego. Why? Because those guys call themselves the great communists. They're trying to rewrite history. That's what they do. I'm going to talk about Western Initiative for Nuclear. What's going down, this major decision. I'm going to talk about how alternative media has turned into nothing but mainstream media. Look, you're still wearing hairspray, talking like this, and you're trying to become the mainstream media. Alternative media is worse than mainstream because it's had you. What has alternative media done for you? Gold, silver, you know, freaking guns is just, I mean, it's done you zero. I mean, it's destroyed you. And then we have paranoia. Paranoia will destroy you. We have the insanity. We have no logical media. We have no logical conversation because what do we have? Everything's a false flag now because you've preyed on the mentally ill. You've preyed on, it's the tail wagging the dog. K.S.L, K.U.T.V, the Mormon Church have all drank the Kool-Aid. They refuse to be media. They have got me blackballed, an AML Leukemia survivor, 7th generation. The guy that freaking found the gold, the Mormon Battalion guy, my bloodlines, all the way, you know, they've turned their back on anybody logical. They've turned their back on cancer survivors because it's all on the winning team. We're going to survive. We're going to survive. We're all lottery. We're going to go to the Utes game and buy our Bangladesh gear made by slaves. We're going to call ourselves Christians. There's the Mormon Church, There's the Queen's big hole right there. That's being an open copper mine, you know, where you're getting your shiny yellow rocks that are going to save your life. You go to the Huntsman Cancer Institute, which Huntsman Chemicals, the guy killing you, the luxury good of death, who ranks last, dead last in cancer survival. When right here, I'm in LDS right here. Look, Western Initiative for Nuclear, right out there, on the other side of that mountain, is the Energy Solutions dump site. Right over here, they both lived right over here. I'm the guy that put the dagger to those monsters. You know, when Obama came here and met with the church, it's all about this secret deal they're putting together in Utah, in Idaho, in Oregon. It's called the Western, and if you don't think this is a global national issue, you're a fool. It's a major global national issue. Look, nuclear fault, look, they parked the standoff generator. I came out of my room in critical condition, went with another activist out there while in critical condition to try to protest. Nobody, I am blown away. I am blown away. This is the major issue of this place and this time, and always has been since, you know, the 40s. No one cares. No one cares in Utah. I'm blown away how I'm on my own fighting this. You know, Mimi up there in Oregon, she's trying. We get no freaking platform, no nothing. And then who shows up? I mean, these hairspray, oh, we're going to be the new mainstream media. You know, alternative media is insane. It's a false flag. They've preyed on, I mean, these people are insane. The United States is insane. The populace is insane. And, you know, how can we get them any? Look what they've done to this genre. You know, they've destroyed it. False flag lunatics. The Earth's not coming to an end. It's not. I've never said the Pacific Ocean was going to all the way die. I said it's being genocide. I named it genocide right off the get. Logical. Reason. The Western Initiative for Nuclear. Number one, it's against the law in that house. We have a judicial process. Well, kind of, but we have one-party politics all over the United States. They've jerry-rigged the districts. They've conned you. They've had you. But nobody gets involved in their community. It's amazing. Yeah, look, Kevin, look at that thing on his head. Because it's dogma. You see 10-second soundbite, you're gone. We're hung out to dry. Don't you understand? Your fear is dying of cancer. Earth's not going to end. You know, we're extincting animals on a daily basis. The mule deer are almost gone here. The jackrabbits are gone. Freaking, I can go on 100 freaking species that have gone just in my lifetime. These, you know, they're glad the lake's drying up here. They're like, oh, we can build more houses inside the old lake bed. I was on the committee. I was with the group on the Legacy Highway. The deal was nothing west of Legacy. What they do, they change what west is. They just make it up as they go here. And then somehow guns going to save you, gold's going to save you, when, you know, your lifestyle, being involved in your community. Nobody's active in their community. I show up at these hearings, even in California. San Laundry hearings, you don't show up. You know, we packed the house with 1,200 through this YouTube camera because it was in vogue, right, because Fukushima had happened. I'm blown away. The Western Initiative for Nuclear, number one, state law prohibits this. He's going to make this decision. There's guys named Rusty Ludberg. Okay, we have one agency, one guy runs the city, your taxpayer money that protects us from the radiation level. It's one guy. He won't even speak to me. I've caught him dead red in collusion with energy. I caught him. I have so much dirt on this, but remember, this is Utah. I've been dealing with the Attorney General's office saying you need to file suit. Dirty Herbie does not have this. I went all the way to Vienna to protest. I have my Vienna hat, you know, my boar's tail freaking pin. Look, it's outrageous what they're doing. K.S.L, K.U.T.V has blackballed me because I'm logical. You know, I'm mad, angry. You know, I got leukemia, given 2 months to live, fighting for my life. Right here in the LDS Bone Marrow Transplant Center, East 8. You know, right here to this square inch is where the first Mormons came. My family, very first ones here. You know, his wife, he split off and went to Old Town, and, you know, tried to protect the indigenous people as they lassoed them by the neck. The guy that found the gold stood around. Right there, that thing is they're trying to read it. But no, we're not giving Kevin 1 inch because he speaks in logic and reason. I've been active in this community since I was a child. That was what it was. These great Utahns that raised me. What's happened to you people in Idaho and Utah? What is the matter with you people? This is the biggest issue of your life. He's not king, Dirty Herbie. He doesn't even have a college degree, this guy. It's amazing to me. You know, Huntsman hands us this guy. You know, in origami, Oregon's lost their minds. Go smoke some weed and eat some Benadryl and get some tattoos on your neck. I mean, it's a freak show up there. You know, it's outrageous what we've turned into. There's no logical, no active in the community. You've all divided up on these feel-good freaking insane issues, these knee-jerkers. When you can't have a conversation about the environment, about the community, you know, they cover up the cancer rates here. We're probably the cancer capital of the world. You know, tourism, economy, tourism. It's like California. There'll be people going to Disneyland walking over the freaking dead bodies. They don't care. It's all about real estate values. Is that bubble's going to burst. On Balco, the economy's in shambles. Look at the participation rate. They just lie. They just lie. That's what they're all about in Hairspray. Dirty Herbie, he does not have the power to do this. I've been inside the legislature. They're not all bad. Some of them are decent guys. And I'm like, hey, look, this is what this pipeline's all about. You know, from Powell. They're trying to build Blue Castle. I put the dagger to Blue Castle. Then they bring in Arnie Gundershoe. Those guys have destroyed us. Alternative media has crushed you. Alternative media has turned you into paranoid whack jobs. They've destroyed this genre. You know, yeah, mainstream media has completely captured the British invasion. You know, it's this. We can't get anywhere. I cannot believe what an island I'm on, this major, gigantic issue. They're trying to bring 700,000 tons of depleted uranium to the Energy Solutions dump site. Energy Solutions delisted. It's supposed to be the safe stock as they dereg the whole, you know, complex of the energy stocks. It goes from 35 to 350. Shareholders on it. You know, investigations into the CEO and the CFO, both of them, they're crooks. You know, Mike Lee's brother on the Supreme Court. I mean, by the way, they overturned the Jeff's conviction. You know, they tried to block his extradition. This is how corrupt this place has gone. You know, look, this is the home of John Brownie, the greatest gunsmith in history. They have an AK-47. The guy who invented the AK-47 called it the greatest weapon of mass destruction ever. I mean, Brownie's rolling over in his grave. All these early Utahns are rolling over in their graves. Tourism economy? What's the matter with you people? When you're going to get leukemia, oh no, when I get leukemia, I'm going to eat some cannabis chemtrails. I'm going to save me. You know, it's insanity. These cancers mow down so many people a day in this community. It's unbelievable how they mass murder you. And yet you will not protect. And we know it's unarguable, unfreaking arguable. Nevada test site, that's how my father went. You know, from San Onofre, the drafted Marine, they don't care. You know, it's San Clemente. I mean, the accident that happened, I reported it right here from my room. From my room, in critical condition. The stuff was getting late because I had the field on Fukushima in the early days. You know, what's Fukushima? The Pacific, Earth's not ending. It's not ending. Pacific Ocean not going to die all the way. But it's sure going to be older, and the quality of life like this, and you're most likely going to die of cancer. So many are going to die of cancer. Oh, and then where's God's going to say, Tim Shell, thou mayest. I mean, it's just incredible dogma how you refuse to live and participate in your community in a logical, rational way. This is a major deal in Utah, a major deal. You know, the Western Initiative for Nuclear, win-win. He does not have the freaking right to do it. I've been in his face. I talked to his freak secretary constantly. Look, the media won't touch his. The ex-governor, Cecil Andrews in Idaho, has filed suit. You know, boom, Santa Susana on Balco at Atomic City. They don't have the legal right to do this. These people think they're kings. They're like, oh, Obama, you know, executive order taking McKinley off, and assassinated United States President, act of Congress. You know, it is representative government. Congress is just as ignorant as the masses are. And yet alternative media has gone into this false flag insanity. You know, you can't have a logical... I'm blown away what a major issue this is, nuclear, as Fukushima, the greatest ecological catastrophe in human history, is ongoing. They're trying to build little Western nuclears without the approval of Congress, without the approval of the people of the state of Idaho, Utah, Oregon, against laws. We have laws. 95, the law was passed in Idaho. The law is very clear here. Very clear. You cannot bring it here. I went all the way to Vienna because they're making the decisions at the IAA, which has been captured 59 of the United Nations. They have veto, Trump power. You know, why do you think that number comes out? Chernobyl says 4,400 when the early number said 4.4 million. You know, it's outrageous how illogical and insane you people are. You know, because you're cowards. The economy of fear. America's turned into a freaking ignorant, drunken, Kool-Aid cowards, and then they go into La-La-ville. It's called dogma. You're diseased with dogma burgers, and this place is worse. They drink more Kool-Aid than any of them. Put your hairspray on. I'm going to be the next Kevin Camps. I'm going to be the next Arnie Gundershield. I'm going to be the next Helicopter because they've destroyed us. That's been the worst thing that's ever happened. The alternative, it's called false equivalency. It's that simple, false equivalency. The alternative media, they've destroyed you. You bought your silver right here. They told you about your silver at 40. They economically destroy you, socially destroy you, philosophically destroy you, but bottom line, they're giving you cancer. This false equivalency, they put somebody up there and say, oh, you know, saying it, now they're coming out 5 years more like for trying to say stuff that I said in the first few hours that it happened. You ought to pull back from me, I don't care. You know, write a book, I'll write lots of books. You know, you'd think somebody would step forward and say, hey, Kevin, what a compelling story. Fukushima gave you leukemia, it's going to leukemia, and you got leukemia. You know, the story of this place. This was the place. You know, they con you, go up to freaking Huntsman and die. Suck all your money out. It's a scam, it's a shakedown, and then it's all false flag lunacy. No logical, you refuse. How can you be logical in your free computer in your basement when you don't even get involved in your own community on real issues? Oh, you'll turn out some feel-good march. You know, some feel-good march here, but you know, it's like I was at the climate march in New York City. I'm a baker, what's a cake? I'm a carpenter, what's a hammer? I'm a fisherman, what's a boat? I'm anti-freaking climate change. I'm anti-destroying the environment. What's Fukushima, the greatest ecological catastrophe man-made destroyed in ever? What's Santa Susana? What's the atomic city blast pulling the guy off the roof in Idaho? What's all this? You know, it alters your DNA. No, it kills you. It gives you cancer. You know how many people die of cancer a day? I'll be at Light the Night at Sugar House, 1010. It's a very hallowed, emotional thing. I was given 2 months to live 4 years ago. I lived to tell. You know, I made some promises inside there. I didn't get on my knees and pray. You know, I said thank you when I prayed. I had lots of people praying for me. I had beautiful people that supported me, and they still do, you know, in their own way. You know, I made promises to myself to continue my fight. You know, cursed spite that I was ever born to this right. I have a library card from Hamlet's Castle, you know, in Helsingør, Denmark. I got this year. I signed it. She watched me sign it. Kevin D. Blanche, the country and western version of Hamlet. Oh, cursed spite that I was born to set this right, but, you know, I'm blown away at how illogical this place has become. You know, we got a mega freaking drought going on in the western United States. They don't care, you know. People want to think, you know, how would you care? We can just go to the store. Yeah. Cancer is your enemy. You know, alternative media, they're so disgusting. They're worse than mainstream. Now think about that statement. Think about it. But it's true. I'm logical media. When Western Initiative for Nuclear, they're trying to bring 700,000 tons of depleted uranium, create an exchange in Kazakhstan where the deer and the antelope used to play. They drop dead. Huh, what's that? Half the population just dropped dead. Oh, we don't even know because you can't tell you where the next state is. Oh, that's Nevada. Oh, that's Idaho. Oh, that's Wyoming. You're geographically, because this place is that ignorant. It's dogma. It's a generational arrogance. It's a baby boomer mentality that's gone amok. It's a bunch of cowards. It's fear. Johnny, get your gun. You know, where is the self-confidence? Where is the strong, logical people? You know, you go to these hearings, you hear this ridiculous, passionate, ignorant dogma that's just thrown out there about religion, about race, about anything. I mean, America's pathetic. You know, it's disgusting what we've evolved into, but, you know, I have family. I have people, you know, I'll quote Audie Murphy, what he says, you know, they gave him all the medals. Just, you know, think about Jessica Lynch. Think about Pat Tillman. You know, think about all these, Michael Hastings, Aaron Swartz, think about all this. You know, and you believe. And then you go into false flag lunacyville. No logical rationing. Look, nuclear fallout gives you cancer. Nuclear industry is filthy, disgusting, dirty. They've hijacked it through their utility bill here called AMPS. It's supposed to go to wind and solar. Why are we not solar here? Why? This is the desert. The entire western United States is the desert. It's all that sunlight shines here all day, every day. We have enough land and real estate. We could freaking put solar farms on it, and the storage has been there. I mean, it's that technology was developed 20 years ago. It's there. You know, why do we, San Onofre's going to go into shutdown? You know, I'll tell you why. Let me show you why. Because it's all this. Nuclear lies, and you end up with a Fukushima fish hook in your jugular vein. You know, go eat some more cannabis chemtrails, they'll save you. They got it through the legislature. You can't go off the grid right there in that house. Because they're all for sale. I caught them under the stairs right there in collusion, illegally. Illegal in the people's house. I caught them. You know, I caught the Energy Solutions truck driving through East Layton, right there with a hot thing. Sent it to K.S.L. Sent it. Caught the dead, crippled horse out there by the jetty when it's a felony. You know, he says, oh, we know. Oh, it's all in the family. Pull it down because the media's gone along. Well, when you die, I'm here to tell you, you're not going to heaven. Your soul's going to be sucked into a black hole. And you know, this whole violence situation, we're such a violent, disgusting people. It's about tough love. You know, this is about freaking intensity. I'm about peace and love. And about through, you know, remember the 5th of November. I mean, wow. You know, I don't believe in death. I don't believe in violence. I believe in strong, intense, cordial conversations are dangerous. Passionate, intelligent arguments get results. That's what I have in the house. You know, that's what we're supposed to do. That's what we're supposed to be. Ahead of my time, maybe. You know, maybe cancer did that to me. The death of my father, maybe that did that to me. You know, the Special Forces Marine, human lab rat, nuked to death. I won't stop there. They don't care. You don't care. You know, the death of freaking Becky right here. Fighting again. Stair cycle sits right over there. Let me show you this. Stair cycle right over there. In a residential neighborhood. The only place that's able to burn mad cow, freaking waste, medical waste in. There's a reason the rest of the world won't let them in. These monsters let them in. Becky, I'm fighting with her on there. God bless her. She dies of mad cow. So K.S.L. comes out and says 1 in a million. So I'm like, no, that's not true. They use the big Latin name. Well, I could speak a little bit of Latin. I'm like, I know what that means. You know, so they're, no, it's a 1 in a million. This is how they cover in political posture. I'm like, no. So I go right to the horse's mouth at Oxford. I says, okay, here it is. Is that? Yes, the guy that named it mad cow. The guy that, he says that Latin word means BSE. She dies of it on remember the 5th of November. You can't make this shit up. And they cover for these mass murders. So in order to go solar here, they won't let you go off the grid. They won't. And they require you, if you go solar, to hook in your new home or your building, whatever. They charge you $12,000 to hook to the grid. You know, it's outrageous. Everything could be solar like that. San Onofre shuts down because it's all nuclear lies. Thank you to all those great activists in Austria. You know, thanks, Provide. It's a great documentary. Thank you to Harold, you know, Roadside Picnic. Thank you to all those great activists, Freedom Eisenblower. They get it over there. You know, someday we'll get it, but it's going to be too late for so many of you. You know, it's right there. I'm in that hospital in East State. God's will, God's will, God's will. It's not God's will. You can pull back on it and you destroyed YouTube. You destroyed alternative media. You turned it into lunacy, lunaticville. Pacific Ocean's not freaking complete dying. The Earth's not ending. Humanity's incredible creatures. They will go on. But so many of you are going to die of leukemia. That's the point. It's going to alter this freaking environment, which they've already done. So many animals going extinct. The big thing, you know, what are we going to do? Live on this barren freaking earth and grow our freaking, you know, shrimp and fish farms where they feed them raw sewage and that's what we eat? Oh, we already do that. That's what we already do, you know. You know, it's a lonely, incredible, hopeless fight. It's not hopeless. I was given 2 months to live. Nobody believed I could beat this cancer. Nobody believed it. Nobody. At my age, well, I live to tell. For the light that shines inside of me, you will never take that from me. You know, these guys, come on. You're not, I mean, you're going to put 700, you're going to create the exchange, commercial nuclear waste. Commercial, think about that. In the inception, the nuclear waste was never, it's illegal to even be commercialized. There's so much money, Price Anderson, you know, all these benefits, and, you know, it's just an open faucet. And they're commercializing nuclear waste. What's a uranium mine? What's the atmosphere heating up? It's the disgustingest freaking thing. What's a nuclear bomb? To threaten people. You know, that's all it is. It's a cash cow from hell, and everybody's got their fingers in it. Not me. You know, as David reached into the bag and he pulled out the stone. Wow. Come on. You're going to give up your lives for what? For some dogma? Dogma is deadly. Dogma is deadly. You've ate so many dogma burgers, it is a death. The only known cure is post-ignorance. Stay tuned.